So I walked 3 blocks from my hotel, and that's my hotel right there. You can see the sign is backwards, and I am at a loud place, the Waldenburg Riverfront Park. So I'm going up to see the Mississippi River. So apparently the park is named after Malcolm Waldenburg, according to this sign, one of Louisiana's great philanthropists of the 20th century. And here's some interesting sculpture. It has a little, has a little bit of movement. The little crossbars are moving, but the big circles don't appear to be moving. Here it is. I'm at the top of the steps. Yeah, those little bars have a little movement, but the circles are rigid. I'm the worst photographer. Sorry. And that, my friends, is a bridge crossing the mighty Mississippi. And there it is. Doesn't look nearly as mighty as I would have thought, because we're down at the bottom of it. Interesting. It's very possible that that's an island, and I'm coming up on a statue and a paddle wheel called the City of New Orleans, Port of New Orleans, Louisiana. Looks like they're getting ready for an event. This statue is called Monument to the Immigrant, dedicated to the courageous men and women who left their homeland seeking freedom, opportunity, and a better life in a new country. March 1995. Pretty ironic at the moment, I guess. And next to the City of New Orleans is the steamer Natchez, and I'm pretty sure this is the one that does a dinner cruise up and down the Mississippi. That has been recommended, so we'll see what Christy thinks. Here's the sign. This is a statue, Old Man River, a man with a past, arms reach empty-handed. Something is city, something with water. Can't read the sign. And there is Old Man River. Right next to a tree full of birds. Here's one of those lock fences. It's got lots of Mardi Gras beads, but it also is loaded with locks. Now, I don't know, do those locks signify love? Do they signify something else? I have no idea. No sign on this. It seemed like spontaneous art. So this is why I think maybe I'm wrong. You can see there's a ship coming through here and around this, so this could be an island that's in front of me. The Mississippi is pretty big, and you would think it would be the widest down at the bottom, so that's why I was curious. I think this might be Jackson Park back here behind this wall. So I think I'll cross back the street and see what I can see. I have no idea what dialect cross back the street is. I just made that up. This has got some of the ironwork filigree that New Orleans is famous for. Looks like it's just got a bar in the bottom. And I don't know. I don't see anything that lets me think it's a hotel, but who knows? Or it could be apartments. And this is where I would get a horse-drawn carriage ride had I an inkling to do that. Now this, whoa, wait a minute, what did I do? This is a big, giant, magnificent tree of some kind. No idea. It could be a magnolia, I guess. Pretty amazing. It doesn't say where I am. Looks like center of tourist territory. I've got a tour behind me. Someone's talking. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I will try to figure it out and put it in the down bar below. But I think this is Jackson Park or Jackson Square, and if that's true, that's probably Andrew Jackson on the horse on the statue. Just guessing. So I kept walking, and now I'm coming to a ramp, and it looks like I'm getting to the French Market, which was recommended to me by Kim and I think every guidebook ever. We shall see. So here we are at Cafe du Monde. This is the famous place where you get Benoits. But I have a guidebook that says if you don't need to sit down, you can go around the back and get your Benoits and coffee and take them somewhere else to sit. And there are places to sit. Other places. It would appear that my guidebook is correct because there are a few people back here eating Benoits. And there's a little tiny line for takeout orders. So I might be having my first Benoit. Recommended to go to Cafe du Monde. This is me being in line. Here's the menu. I don't know if you can read it from this angle. But, so I'm going to get a cafe au lait, a small one. I am going to get the beignets. And look at this. Open 24 hours a day. The only food on this menu is beignets. And only one kind. Looks like I got here just in time. My line is a little bit longer, but I have a place to sit, a little tiny table. And I'm gonna open my bag and see what I have. Here we go. This is what the beignets look like in the bag. The bag is warm. Now I saw a thing, my hotel has sort of a running movie, you know, about the hotels and the restaurants in New Orleans. And it shows a lady making beignets. So I got powdered sugar on. And when she was putting the powdered sugar on the beignet, she was using an ice cream scoop. So there was a guy in there in a black suit. I thought, you're a fool, man, to be eating this in a black suit. Hold on, it's hot. I'm gonna have to clean my phone when I'm done. I'm getting my coffee ready. I got the Cafe au lait, which is famous, but I think that one of the things about this Cafe au lait is that it's coffee and chicory and half hot milk. Cafe du Monde. All right. This is me chasing my first beignet. Totally not keto, in case you're wondering. I don't think you were wondering. Delicious, but have you ever met a fried dough that wasn't delicious? I'm not sure I have. I don't even know if you can hear me. It's noisy here. That's good. A serving order is 3 beignets. I am not eating 3 beignets, in case you were worried. Oh, delicious. I guess I'll pause. Talk about good timing. This line's getting longer and longer. But I'm right next to it. Got my little table. So the video I watched, where I saw the ice cream scoop full of powdered sugar, which in the UK is called icing sugar. she made beignets, and she was filling them. She was filling them with pralines. Pralines are a candy that's very famous down here. My mother used to make pralines. It's one of my favorite. But all it is sugar, pecans, and cream. Pure sugar. Pure sugar. Delicious, but pure sugar. But anyway, she was filling her beignets. This was at, I want to say Lucille's, but I'm not sure, with praline. And then she had savory beignets, which she was filling with burger bits. And the one that looked the most delicious was made with crab salad, crab meat in a beignet. I mean, that sounds like lunch, right? Okay. I can only eat one. For more reasons than just they're bad for me. But I just walked away, so I'm going to sit here and people watch. And I'll be back. And if something happens and this video gets cut off, I'll write things in the down bar. But I think this is the video for today. This is Thursday, April 17th. And it's a beautiful day in New Orleans.